6, and now we're going to week 7, and to answer that way was incredible. I loved Ezekiel Elliott's quote after the game. I'm going to give it to you. Clarence Hill from the Star Telegram's said, what'd you think of Doug Peterson's comments? He says, we don't need inspiration from him to go out there and play hard. Honestly, we don't give a bleep what Doug Peterson had to say, because that's what this team is about. They're about each other. They're about rallying around each other. They had a lot of injuries. Guys came back and played. They now have the bye week. And I think it was pretty sure after last night that this is a superior team to the Eagles at this moment. Yeah.
You know, what I love is that Amari Cooper got involved. And, of course, he was banged up, but back on the field. Didn't have a crazy game. 5 catches, over 100 yards. But having your number 1 wide receiver, it kind of balances things out. You know, and it gives Dak Prescott that number 1 guy to lean on. And then the complementary pieces can make plays. Ezekiel Elliott, like you mentioned, he stepped up. He's just stacking good game after good game. And I've called for him in the last couple weeks to have a big 200-yard statement game.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe he doesn't need to.
It was awesome.
If you're consistently, I know, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. If you're consistently running this hard and you're averaging over 100 a game, you know what? I don't need you to have 200 a game. I don't need you to put up 4 touchdowns like Aaron Jones. But here's the thing. You know, I always say that the quarterback is like the captain of the ship. And if that's true, if Dak Prescott is the captain of the ship, Ezekiel Elliott is the anchor that holds his team down, getting back to Amari Cooper, he's like the wind behind the sails. And when you have him on the field or you have this trio on the field, it's just a completely different squad.
What Pete Carroll calls it, Tell the Truth Monday, right? We all like the Eagles. The truth is that was an absolute butt kicking. You know, you ever see these videos where someone comes out and has like a hawk or an eagle with that glove thing, and they let it go, and the eagle flies right into a plate glass window and falls down? That's what happened last night. I mean, that was absolutely, and you know, Dak and Zeke get all the headlines and everything. The Cowboys' defense was awesome. Right off the bat, slow start for the Eagles, fumbled Dallas Goedert, fumbled Carson Wentz. It was... Guys, you know Conor McGregor's a fan of the Cowboys? This was Conor McGregor versus Jose Aldo. Like hammer fist, as they called him in that industry early. They feel like it was over in 5 minutes, and the Eagles never recovered. Really disappointing night for Philly. But credit Dallas. Backed into a corner. It just came out. You want to shove? I'm going to hit you with a chair. I mean, it was an absolute butt kick, and I can't put it any other way.
Can they do it consistently? Can they do it for the rest of the season? We'll dig into all of that right here on Good Morning Football. We've got all your highlights today. Let's go.
That's right. Let's get to these highlights, baby. We have the Ravens, the Seahawks, all the battle of the birds. And there's Earl Thomas. That was a decent handshake. He didn't really look anybody in the eyes.
It was a different bird from Earl Thomas last time.
Yeah, you're right. That's 3 birds if you're including these 2 teams. But here's Russell Wilson trying to make something happen. He drops it off, and it is picked off.
Marcus Peters!
Is that Marcus Peters or Marcus Burnett? Because he's a bad boy, you know what I'm saying? How about my guy making a play in a statement slide, pick 6 for Marcus Peters? He has 5 return TDs since coming in the league in 2015. That is the most in the NFL. Okay, Lamar Jackson, you know what? It's pretty good for a running back. We'll go ahead and use those legs. Check him out right here. My dude is a cheat code. He is so slick with his hips. He doesn't really take a lot of big shots. He can do it all. Here's the thing. They were going to go for the field goal. Then Harbaugh calls a timeout. They end up going for it. This is 4th and 2, game tied. Lamar says, I got this, fam. How about that? A statement run in a statement game up against another quarterback who's known to use his legs. Okay, 4th quarter. In this one, it seems like Russell Wilson and the Seahawks kind of dropped the ball metaphorically. Well, guess what? They literally dropped the ball, too. How about DK Metcalf trying to make something happen? A little scoop and score. That's Marlon Humphrey. He takes it in for the TD. 18 yards for the touchdown. Metcalf on the sideline bumping.
That might be the best cornerback in football, Marlon Humphrey.
Okay.
Just absolutely dominant, and last night put on a show as well.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Let's show Marlon Humphrey some love. We don't talk about him enough. There you go. There's your shine. And there's the hug right there. Good sportsmanship. But how about those Ravens? They got a big win. Both teams are 5-2, but there was something about the Ravens winning in Seattle 30-16. And let's hear from the game-winning quarterback who had 143 yards, Lamar Jackson.
I had to change my cleats, and I had to change back to my originals. That turf sucked to me. It was high. Then the rain didn't help. You know, I'm started sliding and stuff, and it was ticking me off.
Why did you switch back to the original ones?
The other ones I put in the screw-ins was, like, I was running slow. I'm getting caught by the linebackers. I got to go back to my original ones because ain't no way. Can't get caught by no linebackers.
Lamar Jackson, I think he was screaming a lot out in the field, lost his voice a little bit, a la Peter Schrager sometimes on the show, but he's the most rushing yards by a quarterback since week 11 of last season. This is a huge statement win for them on the road. Back-to-back impressive performances by Lamar Jackson. He was my Oakley's Shades brightest star guy because I said, go into Seattle, make it interesting in the AFC, and he walked away making it interesting in the MVP conversation, Triggs.
He sure did, and I think he made a statement, and the team made a statement how much they trust and love Lamar Jackson. 13-13, 2 minutes left in the second quarter. We go out there. This is a long drive here. 2nd and 10 at the Seattle 16, and Lamar Jackson's up there, and here we go. We're looking, and it's to Mark Andrews, and that's let's set it up
right there.
Got to bring that one in.
Let's set it up.
You got in Mark Andrews' head.
I know,
clearly.
maybe I did.
Yeah,
This is Lamar Jackson on the delay of game.
Yeah.
Look how angry he is.
Yeah.
He's angry at the center. Come on.
The ball.
Come on.
Snap
Give me the
the
rock.
ball.
All right. So then now we have a 3rd and 15, and Lamar takes off for 12 yards. All right. Remember, guys, 13-13 on the road in Seattle. They bring out the kicker. And then, wait a second, there's a timeout. Why? Because Lamar Jackson said, what are we doing? He lobbied to Harbaugh. Let me get in there. Let me do something here on 4th and 2. They instead run the ball. This is the Lamar Jackson statement drive. This drive right here. It says, give me the rock. Don't protect me. Don't shield me. Give me the rock. Let me do it. Keep Tucker on the sidelines. I'm so enthused by that drive because the action, the intensity, the encouragement, and then to get into Harbaugh's face and say, no, let me do this. 4th and 2.
Yeah.
Is it a good thing? Is that okay? It's a
great thing.
It's a great thing.
I think that was a special moment. Look,
Like a Philly
we know
special
Lamar
moment.
has crazy athletic talent. We know that. A lot of people do. Good for you. That was different. That was between the ears. That was Harbaugh, who's seen everything and coached everything. Like, I'm going to go with what Lamar says. And this is on a day when Lamar completed 9 passes. And they won by 2 touchdowns against Russ. Huge moment, huge day.
Yeah, he said it was a special moment. It's kind of like a Philly special moment. Looking
Look
at
out.
your coach and saying, you know what, put this ball in my hands, let's make a play. How about Marcus Peters?
Woo!
I don't have much to say after that. You know, he gets traded from the Rams. You kind of think, well, why would the Rams trade him? There must be something wrong. And then you think to yourself, well, is he really going to make an impact on the team right away? Guess what? Top-tier cornerbacks, they make plays like this. Marcus Peters, that's one hell of a statement right there.
Craig says Marlon Humphrey's the best corner. I agree with him. I also think Marcus Peters makes this the best secondary in the NFL. Tony Jefferson, Earl Thomas, and those two. Is there a better secondary in the NFL?
I don't know. That's the best corner in football? Out of nowhere? He's better than Jalen?
Stephon Gilmore's watching right
Wow.
now. Wait a second.
The Gilly
Best
Lock.
secondary? I
He's
think
he's
Wow.
unbelievable.
That's a steaming take for 7A.
He's unbelievable. Number 44,
that's
Marlon
good.
Humphrey.
All right.
And that's it.
What else we got today?
It's a
Humphrey dance.
49ers.
Slip and slide
Free
game.
dance.
Do it. I think
Niners have any good defensive players?
they have a couple.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see it here. Kyle Shanahan looking at the Niners to 6-0, battling through
Wait, what would you
crazy
call this?
weather. This is Nick Bosa.
In Chicago, we call this
sliding.
Crocodile Mile. It's a game that
Crocodile
you
Mile.
put in your backyard and you'd slide on it.
Love that game. I know that one. I know slip and slide. I know it was
Yes.
9-0.